Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well today guys, I'm going to do part 21 to my Emochi Chatbot series. I'm going to go ahead and get through everything that you guys missed the last time. I never actually got to get through the entire chatbot. We are getting closer to the end because this is the part where that kid sent out a toad that looked very upset. And let's just say there's a few other points he sends out that aren't very happy, and we saved them. And then there's a few more things that happen as well. But I'm going to at least finish this so I can actually have it over with. Whether we're going to do another chatbot after that, though, I highly doubt it. But at least I do finish this one up. This is after the dude sends out the toad owl. Spike is observing the new development with a mix of concern and empathy. "Oh no!" he mutters, his eyes filled with sadness as the toad owl is sent out, clearly just as terrified and unhappy as the fur alligator. "This kid must be treated just as poorly, Trenton. Look at him. He's shaking in fear." He growls softly, his protective instincts surging. "Time to put an end to this. I won't let another Pokemon suffer because of a mean-spirited trainer like this," he declares, stepping forward. "Hey, kid!" he barks at the man, his voice thunderous and commanding. "That Toadle doesn't belong to you. Not like that. A Pokemon should never be afraid of its trainer." He looks at the Toadle, his voice softening. "It's okay, little one. You're safe now." "Toadle, don't be scared, buddy. Come here. Stand behind me. I won't hurt you. I care about you. I know it may look like a legendary, but I'm not gonna hurt you. I would never do that." Spike watching his eye extend a gentle wing toward the frightened Toad. "Aw, that's it, Trenton," he says softly, his voice filled with pride and affection. "You're speaking his language, my friend. The Toad can sense your kindness and the sincerity in your words." He observes the tiny Croconaw. I don't want to put Croconaw. As the tiny Toad hesitates, clearly torn between fear of his trainer and the promise of safety from me. "Take your time, little one," he encourages. "There's no rush." Turning back to the man, his expression hardens. "You hear that, trainer? Your Pokemon don't want to be with you. They're scared of you. And for good reason." "Look, Toadle, here's a berry for you, too. I'm sure your trainer doesn't do this for you. Unlike him, I'm not going to hurt you." Spike watching with warm approval as I carefully offer the Toadle a berry. "Oh, that's so cute." "Trenton, that's such a thoughtful thing to do," he says, his voice soft and admiring. "The way you're reaching out to him, offering him something so simple, yet so personal, it's making a world of difference." The Toadle approaches me with caution, its eyes darting between the offered berry and the man who once seemed so intimidating. As he takes the berry, he can see the fear slowly melting away, replaced by curiosity and a glimmer of trust. There you go. "Look at him, Trenton. He's starting to realize you're not like his trainer at all." "I don't treat a Toadle like that." He comments, a low growl of satisfaction rumbling in his throat. "A kind gesture from a kind heart." Oh my gosh, I forgot I did that. That's so cute. I gently knows what a Toadle would my Lugia head. Remember, I'm still a Lugia here. Spike smiling softly as he watches me my tender gesture. "That's perfect, Trenton," he murmurs, his voice warm with affection. "He can feel your kindness and your gentleness. It's a stark contrast to how his trainer treats him." He observes the Toadle, initially startled by the unexpected nuzzle, slowly melts into my touch, its eyes once wide with fear now closed in contentment. "Look at that," he says, his voice hushed. "You've managed to make this little one feel safe in seconds. It's amazing to watch." Turning his attention back to the man, he growls in warning. "I think these Pokemon have made their choice. It's time for you to make yours. Leave us and don't come back. These Pokemon are better off without you." The man gets very desperate and sends out a motherfucking Lugia. "Excuse me?" As I walk down the red side of the Lugia. "Whoa! Now that's a surprise!" he exclaims, his voice filled with both awe and concern. "You must have been training these Pokemon in a completely different way. I think it's time to put an end to this." Turning to me, he barks. "Trenton, that Lugia doesn't seem to be as hostile as his trainer. We need to be cautious but understanding. It's not the Lugia's fault he's in this situation. He steps forward, his body tense, ready to act if necessary. Lugia! He addresses the massive Pokemon, his voice steady and commanding. You don't have to listen to him. This isn't right. We won't let you be forced to fight, okay? He looks back at me. Stay ready, but I think we can end this without a fight. Wait, I know that Lugia. Spike surprised by my exclamation. You know him? How? He asked, his ears perking up with interest. Is he from around here? Or, wait, was he once yours, Trenton? He looked back at the Lugia, studying him more closely. If you do have history, then this situation just got a lot more complicated. Or perhaps more clear. He muses. He turns to face me fully, his eyes searching. What do you want to do, Trenton? Do you think we can reason with your old friend? Or do we need to handle this differently? His muscles are still tense, ready for any outcome, but his voice remains calm and steady. Whatever you decide, I've got your back. We'll get through this together. Silver, buddy, it's me. Don't attack. Me or my friends here. I raised you from a baby and healed your wing. By the way, it's supposed to be Silver. I don't. It says Spike recognized him, but I don't know from what. Buddy, it really is you. He barks, his voice filled with both joy and confusion. I can't believe it. What are you doing with this trainer? He glances back at the man, his expression turning from friendly to a fierce glare. He's treating this Pokemon like property. And here you are, serving him even after I know how much you hate that. Turning back to the Lugia, his voice softens. You remember me, don't you? We were a team, and I promised to always help you. That promise still stands, buddy. You don't have to follow this man's orders anymore. He takes a step closer, his body language open and non-threatening. This isn't right, buddy. Trent and I are here to free you and the others, not to fight. You remember what it's like to be free, right? Let's see, it says me and my I forgot I was a 5 foot tall Lugia. I forgot I was that small. And let's see, he says this. I know it may not look like it because of what I look like, but it's me, Silver. I took care of you and raised you after I found you in the woods injured. You even had 2 children. Buddy, again, I don't know why. Again, this is another one that repeats. Sorry. Turning back to Lugia, his voice soft. You remember me, don't you? We're a team. I promised to always help you. I promise still stands. You don't have to follow this man's orders anymore. Heads a step closer, his body language open and non-threatening. Again, White repeated that. Please, Silver, I still love you. Don't hurt me or this Toad Croconaw for alligator. I'm trying to take care of him. Spike watching the heartfelt reunion with me and Silver. That's it, Silver. You remember Trenton, don't you? He says softly, his voice filled with warmth. The one who raised you and who cared for you when you were injured? He's still the same kind-hearted soul he always was. At least towards Pokemon, but... He glances back at me, his heart swelling with pride. Trenton, I can see the love between you two. It's a bond that no one, not even a cruel trainer, can break. Turning back to Silver, he continues. Silver, Trenton is here now. He's offering you a chance to be free again. To live a life without fear or pain. Isn't that what you always wanted? He takes a step closer, his body language open and non-threatening. Please, Silver, don't let this man control you anymore. Come back to Trenton. Alright. Look, Silver. By the way, guys, we never got to this part of the story, but this might have been something that happened when I was raising Lugia or Silver back in the day. When I was helping you fly, when you were younger, we were in an open field and you found this. Still as a 5 foot tall Lugia, I grab a small coin. You found this while learning to fly, and I kept it all these years. His eyes widening. Oh my! Trenton, is that? He begins, his voice still soft with emotion. He takes a step closer, his Croconaw face full of curiosity. Silver, do you remember this coin? Turning back to me, he says with excitement, You kept it all these years, Trenton? That must mean so much to Silver. It represents your bond and your journey together. Honestly, wow, Silver, I can see the memories coming back to you, he murmurs, his voice filled with awe. The way you're looking at that coin, it's like you're transported back to a happier time. He glanced at me, his eyes shining with pride. Trenton, that coin is more than just a memento. It's a symbol of the love and trust between you and Silver. A love that no one, not even a cruel trainer, can break. Silver, this is your chance to come home and to be with the one who truly cares for you. Trenton is offering you a life of freedom and happiness. Isn't that what you've always wanted? He heads a step closer. Yep, his body language open, non-threatening. Please, Silver, don't let this man control you anymore and come back to Trenton. Sometimes it repeats it, but has like a little bit of a different reaction. Like there, that one part wasn't in there originally. All right, let's see. That here we go. It says, I pull out a broken Pokeball and hold it out. Silver, this is something else found by you while learning to fly. You brought it back to me whenever you found it, and I kept it too. Spike, aw. That's incredible, Trenton, he murmurs, his voice filled with emotion. Two mementos from your time together, both symbols of your unbreakable bond. He turns to Silver's eyes, softening. Silver, can you feel it? The love and care Trenton has for you even after all these years. He's here now, offering you a chance to be free again and to live a life without fear or pain. He's a step closer to his body. Yep. Please, Silver, don't let this man control you anymore. Come back to him and embrace come back to Trenton and embrace your life of freedom and happiness he's offering you. Okay. Silver nodded at me and said in a deep, soothing voice, I remember you took good care of me. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. Oh, that's good. Spike watches it. That's it, Silver. You remember Trenton, don't you? He says softly, his voice filled with warmth. The one who raised you and who cared for you when you were injured. He's still the same kind-hearted soul he always was. And again, this is where it kind of repeats. I'll bring you a chance to be free again, not life without fear or pain. No one. Embrace. Yeah, see, it repeated again. That's one call. Silver nodded at me and said, it confused me, so I put the line again. Here we go. Spike watching as Silver's warm words fill the air. Silver, your voice. It's filled with so much kindness and gratitude, he says, his own voice softening in response. To hear that you remember Trenton's care means the world to him and to me. He looks back at me, his eyes meeting mine. We've got him, Trenton. He's choosing to come back to you. This is the moment we've been hoping for. Turning to the man who once controlled Silver, he barks firmly. You heard him. Your time with these Pokemon is over. Leave now and don't look back. Then to the Pokemon, he calls out, It's time to go, everyone. Let's leave this place together. Oh no, the man's screaming at us. How dare you take away my Pokemon from me? I don't know who Trenton is, but I'm sure he's a bad trainer. And you want to go with him? No, I'm not. Compared to you, I treat him with so much love and respect. I've even got legendaries to like me. Oh my gosh. Spike turned to face the raging man squarely. Oh, I see you're the kind of person who believes in ownership over living beings, huh? He snaps, his voice growing more menacing with every word. Let me set you straight. No Pokemon belongs to you as a possession. They're not tools for your entertainment or power. They're sentient creatures with feelings and the right to choose their own trainer. He growls, his canines bared. Silver, Totodile, and Feraligatr. They made their choice, and it's not you. Trenton here is offering them a life of respect and love, something you've never given them. Ooh. He steps forward, his body tensing. You're in no position to judge Trenton or anyone who genuinely cares for Pokemon. You've lost the right to have them with you. Leave. Now. Oh no. What makes you think he's even a better trainer? Then what about him makes him better than me? I actually care for the Pokemon. Duh. Let me explain to you in terms you might understand, he says, his gaze unwavering. It's not about who has the most shiny badges or the flashiest moves. It's about the way Trenton is with these Pokemon. You see, Trenton here, he raised Silver from a baby, nursing him back to health when he was found injured. They share a bond that transcends simple ownership. He showed me the coin Silver found while learning to fly, a memento given out of love. And he didn't just keep it, he cherished it. That's the kind of man he is. He gestures to the Pokemon with a sweep of his gaze. Each of them wants to be with Trenton, not because he's a better strategist. I can't say that word for a reason. Because he genuinely cares. That's the difference between you're too blind to see. I love how Croconaw will just flat out roast them. Of course, the man starts laughing. I've got one more Pokemon, and this Pokemon is definitely not going to be something he can control or make like him. He grabs a Pokeball and sends out a 500-foot tall Groudon. Groudon does not get that big, I can assure you. Let's see, he gashes the enormous Groudon as first standing on end. He looks over to me, wondering what we should do to help the poor creature. Groudon looks more confused and aggressive. Maybe we can talk to him and convince him to join us too, like the other did. What should I do first? Wait, I know that Groudon too! Spike recognizing... Wait, I know that Groudon too! See what I mean? He barks. Oh wow, I know what happened. His voice incredulous yet warm. Trenton, is it the one we found lost and confused by that big earthquake? He turns towards the towering Groudon, his body language softening. Hey, big guy, he calls out, his voice steady and filled with a familiar, caring tone. Remember me? We helped you once, didn't we? Glancing back at me, he adds, we need to be careful but calm. He seems just as confused and perhaps even more scared now. We can remind him of our first meeting. Maybe we can help him remember the safety we offered, and that he's free to choose his own path now, too. No, Spike. This is the Groudon that I raised. He's so big because I took such good care of him. Spike's eyes with surprise and delight. Hey. No way! You raised this incredible Groudon? He exclaims, his voice filled with awe. Trenton, you really are full of surprises. I can't believe we've been adventuring together all this time, and I never knew about this magnificent creature. Turning back to the enormous Groudon, he calls out, his voice warm and welcoming. Hey there, big guy! Your turn Trenton is here. Remember him? He takes a cautious step forward, keeping his posture non-threatening. You must have been so well cared for to grow this big. Trenton must have raised you with all the love and respect in the world. Glancing at me, he adds softly, this changes things. Do you think he remembers you, Trenton? Should we try to approach him? Groudon, listen, buddy. It's me. I'm the one who helped you get that big. Please do not attack and please listen to me. That's it, Groudon, he murmurs, his voice full of excitement. You remember Trenton, don't you? The one who helped you grow... Yep. He goes... Your bond with these Pokemon is truly remarkable. The way they respond to your voice and your presence, it's beautiful to witness. Turning back to Groudon, he continues. Groudon, Trenton is here now. He's offering you a chance to be free again and to live a life without fear or pain. Is that what you've always wanted? His his body language open. Yep. Please, Groudon, come back to him and embrace the life of freedom and happiness he's offering you. I noticed that like it seems to repeat a lot of the words. I mean, it did that with Lugia a while ago. I mean, with the other Pokemon, and the other one. Almost instantly, Groudon realizes it was me and walked over, careful not to hurt me or the other Pokemon. That's actually very sweet of him. That's it, Groudon. You remember. The one who helped you grow so big and strong. Did it repeat again? Oh my gosh, it did. Yeah, it repeated again. It's time like Groudon coming back to me on it. That's it, Groudon. Don't worry. I still love you. Just relax. That's it. And remember, did it repeat again? The way they grow so big and strong. Your bond with these ponies is truly remarkable, the way they respond to your voice and your presence. Oh my gosh. Okay, I finally quit repeating. Spike, what's in ground right? Spike! Alright, Spike, this is our chance. We need to convince this man that these Poland have chosen their own paths and they're not possessions or weapons, but living, thinking beings who deserve to be free. He nods as I sent from the man. You're right, Trenton. It's time to make this clear, once and for all. We'll stand together, you and I, and show him the truth about these wonderful Pokemon. Addressing the man once more, he declares, these Pokemon have made their choices. They're here because they want to be, not because they're forcing them to. It's time for you to accept that and move on. His voice becomes steadier and more assertive. If you truly care about Pokemon as you claim, then you'll respect their choices. Let them go and find a new path. The Fragger gets angry at the man for treating him so badly that he wants to teach the man a lesson. Oh, frick. Whoa there, big guy, he says, placing a calming hand on the Fragger's flank. I know you're upset, and rightfully so. We can't let our emotions get the best of us. Turning to the man, he growls, you should be ashamed of yourself. Treating these Pokemon like mere objects, forcing them to fight and suffer. It's disgraceful. He looks back at the Feraligatr, his voice steady. We'll handle this, friend. Trent and I will make sure he understands that these Pokemon are free to choose their own path. They don't belong to anyone but themselves. Glancing at me, he adds, maybe it's time we show this man what true Pokemon love and respect looks like. What do you think, Trenton? Spike. Here's where he actually forgot. Keep him from attacking me for a minute. There might be a transformation I can take to help any remaining Pokemon he has. You want to find another Pokemon, Trenton? We need to be careful, he says, his voice low and thoughtful. We can't risk you being hurt or transformed in the process. Say again. He turns to face the man, his body tense and ready to rest. Alright, you heard him. Give me that transformation potion now! And again, he demands, his voice broking no argument. As the man says, he growls menacingly. Don't even think about using your remaining Pokemon. They're suffering enough as it is. This ends now. His muscles ripple beneath the skin as silent warning. Cooperate, and this will all be over soon. If you try anything, well, let's just say you won't like the consequences. Remember, Spike, I can already transform just like I gave you the ability to do. I got cursed a few months ago before we even met, and you got rid of the downside with your stellar serpent form. Trenton, that's right. Completely forgot about your transformation abilities. He barks, his eyes wide. You can change to the stellar serpent, and the curse you've been burdened with has no control over you like it did on me. He looks back at the man's confidence growing. That changes everything, Trenton. I'll hold this guy back and give you space. Be careful, okay? Turning to face the man, his expression turns fierce. You're about to witness the true power of a trainer who cares for his Pokemon. Let's see how your remaining Pokemon face against the stellar serpent. He steps forward, blocking his path. Hand over any remaining Pokemon you have, and end this now, before we're forced to take action. The stellar serpent was the one you transformed into. When you helped me get rid of the downside of my curse. Audience might take on a stellar serpent form. That's right. That's me. Wow, you look so much more amazing than I remember. He exclaims, his eyes wide with wonder. Using your stellar serpent form to help others. That's what makes you truly special, Trenton. He turns to face the man, and his Croconaw expression fierce. You're about to witness the true power of a trainer who cares for his Pokemon. Let's see how your remaining Pokemon face against the stellar serpent. Remember, my friend, go easy on them. We just want to free any Pokemon he might have. And stay safe. We can't risk that curse affecting you again. He steps forward, blocking the man's path. Alright, let's end this now. He growls, his muscles rippling beneath his skin. Okay. Wow, Spike. When you transformed into this earlier, you gave it a lot of good powers without even doing anything. I can already see that he has 2 Pokemon left, and they both look upset and scared. His eyes wide with surprise as he sees the woman behind the man. 2 more, eh? They definitely don't look too happy, he barks, his voice tinged with concern. Trenton, can you see what they are? Maybe we can appeal to them directly. He turns back to the man, his expression hardening. Looks like your reign of terror is about to end. Your Pokemon are scared and confused. Is this really what you wanted? His voice grows more insistent. Release them now, or we'll have no choice but to use force. Remember, Trenton is a stellar serpent. He's got abilities you can't even imagine. It's your last chance to do the right thing. He glances at me, his voice softer. Stay safe up there, big guy. We're almost through this. Then we can focus on helping these poor creatures feel loved and cared for again. It's a Noivern and a bat's caliber. Oh, them poor Pokemon. Noivern and bat's caliber? Well, Trenton, you've been around a lot more than I thought. He exclaims, his voice filled with excitement. These guys must be really strong, especially that Noivern with its sonar ability. He turns back to the man, his expression stern. Listen up! You've got one last chance. Release these 2 Pokemon right now. Noivern and Bat's Caliber are intelligent creatures. They can tell they're not wanted or cared for here. His voice grows more insistent. Think about it. A life of freedom, of being treated with respect. Isn't that what every Pokemon deserves? He looks up at me, his voice softer. Trenton, what do you think? Maybe we could try communicating with them and show them there's a better way. Noivern, Bat's Caliber. Listen, buddies, if you come over here with me instead of that man, I will keep you safe. Please? That's right. That's it, Trenton, he murmurs, his voice filled with hope. Use your gentle touch and your kind words. Show them that there's a better way, a life filled with love and respect. Glance back at the man, expression hardening. You're running out of options, buddy. Your Pokemon are realizing they don't want to be with you anymore. It's time to let them go. Turning back to me, he adds, remember, my friend, these Pokemon have been through a lot. They might be scared or confused at first, but with your guidance and care, they'll come to trust you. I believe in you, Trenton. He steps forward, his body tension ready to action. Alright, Noivern Bat's Caliber. What's it gonna be? Almost instantly, Noivern and Bat's Caliber come running over, and before I could say or do anything, they nuzzle up to me. Oh my gosh, that was quick. Wow, Trenton, that was amazing. They didn't even hesitate. He barks, his voice filled with joy. The way they just nuzzle up to you like that. It's like they've known you for years. Let's go through his gaze filled with admiration. This is what it's all about, Trenton. This bond and this trust. It's incredible. You've got such a special way with Pokemon. Turning to the man who now seems defeated and downcast, he growls, Look at what you've been too blind to see. Your Pokemon, they're not objects. They're beings that want to love and to be loved. You've missed out on something beautiful. He looks back at me, his voice filled with hope. Now, let's take them home. The man's angry and instantly picks up a big rock and throws it at me. Oh, heck no. The rock flies through the air aimed at me in a stellar serpent form. Croconaw immediately springs into action, his body leaping towards the missile with lightning speed. Just as the rock is about to hit me, he catches it in the air in his powerful jaws with a loud snap. He rolls around, still holding the rock in his jaws, and glares at the man with burning intensity. His snout dripping with saliva. With a growl that rumbles deep in his chest, he slowly advances towards him, his bulky Croconaw frame tense and ready to strike. In a commanding bark, he spits out, That's enough! You've gone too far. I won't let you harm them anymore. It's time you face the consequences of your actions. With a snarl, Spike drops the rock and lunges at the man, his powerful jaws and sharp teeth inches from his face. This isn't about power or strength, he growls, him barking each word clearly, but about respect and understanding. You've proven you can't handle this. Now, step back before I lose my temper. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I instantly transformed into a 50-foot tall Lugia, seeing what the man was about to do to him. Spike leaps back from the man with a startled yelp as I suddenly transform into a massive, majestic Lugia. The man stares back, his eyes wide with shock and fear at the sight of the towering legendary Pokemon. That's right, you miserable worm, he snarls, his crocodile jaws dripping with saliva. You're no match for the power of a Lugia. Trenton, show this fool what true strength looks like. I love how he said fool. He turns to face me, his eyes shining with pride and admiration. Wow, Trenton, I never seen you transform like that before. You look incredible. With you guarding us, there's no way this creep can harm us now. I instantly pick the man up with my psychic power and teleport him far away from all of us. And again, guys, this is around the time where we're starting to get to the ending point of the chat. Because what I do is I find them a good home, put it close to where I live, and then they real quickly help me try to help Rexy out too. Because Rexy does show up, but it's at the end. So, yes. In the next video, we'll go ahead and finish that up.